So, yeah. Okay, Mr. Mayor.
You ready?
Yes.
I would like to call to order public hearing scheduled for today, November 18th, 6 p.m. Trustee
Trustee Daniels?
Here.
Trustee Boro?
Present.
Trustee Potter? Here. Trustee Whitaker?
Here.
Mayor Hobbs?
Present.
So, we're gonna do our public hearing at 6 p.m. I'm bringing the legal notice. Please take notice that a public hearing will be held in Village Hall 99 James Garden Way, Hempstead, New York, on Tuesday, November 18, 2025 at 6 p.m. to consider a hardship extension for 73B Main Street, Hempstead, New York, 11550, pursuant to Local Law 2, 2025, Section 5, hardship extensions to the moratorium on convenience stores. All persons interested shall have an opportunity to be heard on the proposal at the time and place aforesaid by order for the Board of Trustees of the Village of Hempstead, to the most junior mayor, Patricia Perez, village clerk.
We'll hear from our village attorney.
Thank you, Mayor. Good afternoon, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, village attorney.
So, as the village clerk read, this public hearing is to consider, is for a hardship application to local law number 2 of 2025. Local law number 2 of 2025 imposes a moratorium on the opening or reopening of convenience stores within the village. The applicant is here, he's represented by counsel. I'm going to ask counsel to come up and state his appearance, and then have the applicant present to the board. Before I do that, I do just want to remind the board that there are certain criteria that must be considered when thinking about whether to grant an application or not. And that would be akin to what is considered by the Board of Zoning Appeal in a use of change of use application. So the hardship must be unique to the property. The applicant must not be able to have a reasonable return by complying with the laws as they are. So he should have to demonstrate that there's no other business that he can entertain that would give him the same return, and that the hardship, among other things, are not self-created. So with that being said, I'll turn it over to council.
Good evening, Mayor and Board of Trustees, and thank you, Ms. Marshall. My name is Bilal Malik. I'm an attorney of Bayshore, New York. I was the attorney that helped Mr. Motima, the applicant, who submitted the hardship exemption in purchasing this business, and also assigning the lease to him. He is a local business owner and was in negotiation with the prior seller for several months, and unfortunately during that time period, not that I or he was aware the village was considering a moratorium on convenience permits. During the process, we were so focused on making sure we get the deal that, even though I did a title search and a lien search to make sure the business was fine and everything, unfortunately it was something that was never nobody was aware, not either the seller or supposedly told her. So that said, I would like to bring my client up to the podium to just say a few words. Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
State your name, please.
Sorry,
State your names.
Khwaja Latif,
Please spell it, please.
Khawaja, and Umar is my middle name, and Latif is the last name, Latif. Member of the board, and thank you for calling me to speak. My name is Khwaja Latif. Earlier this year, I purchased a convenience store in the village of Hampstead for 150 as assumed the lease. I continue to pay full rent every month. I made this investment in a good faith with the understanding that I would be permitted to operate the business. Only after the closing did I learn two things. I could not have anticipated. First, the Premier honored the multiple village violations that were never disclosed to me, even thought he told me that there were none. And the second, that moratorium on the convenience store permits that had recently been enacted. Because that moratorium, I have been unable to open my store and have suffered substantial financial hardship despite doing everything properly and despite fulfilling all of my obligations and the tenant obligation as a tenant and the business owner. This hardship was not self-created. I relied on the information available at the time of purchase, and I had no notice of the period owner violation or timing of the moratorium. Had I known, I would not have invested my life saving. I also want the board to know that I have experienced responsibility operator. I have run a convenience store in Rawson Heights for 8 years without a single complaint from the town or the community. I maintain safe, clean, complaint establishment and intend to do the same here. I respectfully ask the board to approve my application so I can open my business, avoid future hardship, and contribute positively to the village. Thank you for the timing.
Just a quick question.
Yes.
The attorney said that you're a businessman, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any other businesses in the village, you said?
Not village, I have not a answer.
During your statement, you said that you didn't know of any existing violations that the previous owner had.
Yes, sir. Didn't mention anything.
So the seller didn't mention to you.
No, after when I purchased the business and we start operating, and we try to apply all licenses, like a liquor license and LARO license and everything. And while we are doing this, and the time we are doing this, we using their licenses. And what happened, one day, the town police came and they took their license and they took away. And we asked them, why are you taking this license? So they told us they have a violation before. So they didn't mention us that thing also.
Right, so.
Any violation, they never mentioned that. They always, in a written, they also, that clear up, we don't have any violation or anything of the store is already clear.
Right, so if I'm correct in what you said, you were operating the business under the other person's license.
It's like this, when I bought a store, when I bought a convenience store or any as a convenience store, what happened, they has a beer license and a LARO license, and everything to be applied is take a 2 months procedure.
Right, so.
Normally they allow us
Wait.
I'm sorry.
So before you were able to obtain your license.
Yeah.
For beer, lager, you was operating under the previous owner's license, correct?
Yeah.
Does anyone from the board have any questions?
I do. So just in your business transaction with the seller, doesn't the seller make certain reps and warranties about the business and it's being able to, not
Yes.
have it?
There was a contract that he represented that there was no violations, he had no prior issues with the town or the village, and nothing of that sort. It was basically a good faith, and unfortunately that was not the case.
So, but don't you have recourse to,
There is also recourse to go to court, and if, however, he's not wanting to comply or discuss the matter with us, he's for my work. My client, in the meantime, this is his business, this is his livelihood. So.
have you made a claim? Have you put a flag in the ground?
Not yet. I've foiled previous violations through the village, which I recently received, and there's a lot. We'll see how my client would like to go after this.
Right, I mean, you've got recourse against your seller.
Yes.
You know,
Of
not
course.
necessarily,
We have a contract, we
Right.
received the full records, there's a lot in there, it's just that my client would rather. Instead of litigating.
so as you did your diligence here, you guys are aware, you weren't aware at the time, as you're aware now, about the moratorium. But if you look in that block in which you're attempting to operate, there's at least 3 other convenience stores currently operating there, or liquor stores, or, you know, if you go around the corner, there's another convenience store, you know, in Roslyn Heights, how many other convenience stores were you competing against on the same block? I know Roslyn Heights very well too.
You're right. There's not a lot of convenience store in the Roslyn Heights. They're most there's a gas station.
Sure.
On that, I have a gas station basically, also in the
Okay.
Roslyn Heights.
Okay.
So you're right. I didn't see a lot of convenience store in the Roslyn Heights.
Right, so I mean, you got a gas station, you just said you had other convenience store there, so clearly you thought there was a market here that would be able to fit yet another convenience store, and that is the exact thing, you know, that we're trying to slow down because of the proliferation of convenience stores. So it's I'm just saying, I can only speak for myself, it's hard to say what the hardship here. Your hardship is not self-inflicted or whatever, but you've got recourse, right? Your recourse isn't to us, to ask us for an exception. The recourse is to the seller that lied to you and said they didn't have violations when they actually knowingly had violations. I just want to make sure I understood.
Any other questions from the board?
Yes. You have been operating for how long?
I'm working for a long time as a.
No, just in the village.
Oh, just a village operating for 4th of April.
And you purchased,
4th of April.
you rent the space, you don't own the building.
How many square feet is that?
Sorry,
How many
sir?
square feet is your space? That's 7
Square feet, how many square feet?
I think 25.
I think it's around 17.
70.
So it's not like it's so constricted that something else couldn't go there. You're just not you operate convenience stores. You don't
Yeah.
you don't make chicken or you don't do anything
No.
else. You do convenience stores.
It's like it's a totally different thing.
Right.
Another 5 months or all laws and regulations for the open a food place.
Yeah, no, I just want to make sure it wasn't like a slippery.
This is all my investment, I did all life, 10 years. I'm investing in this place. When I came here, the guy, I saw it's a lot of good business over here, and he mentioned that my business is very good from long time, the previous owner. And, so that's how I invest my money over here. If I know that thing before, I don't do that,
Any questions from the board? All right. Thank you, sir. This is a public hearing, and so is there any statements of concern from the residents of the village of Hempstead? Anybody online?
No.
No. So, our procedures when it comes to public hearings, we hear your side of the story, basically. We know what our moratorium is. We know what we look for when it comes to hardship. So we'll make a ruling and get back to you. Okay?
Thank you.
Being that there's no more questions or statements, can I have a motion to close this public hearing?
Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Morrow?
Yes.
Trustee Goddard? Yes. Trustee Whitaker?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
Yes. All right. Thank you so much. Let's close the public hearing.
We can go and make some.
Yeah.
Have some water.
Good evening.
Yes? Blue? Sir? Hold on, Alex.
All right.
Two. Come on. Let's
All right. Can I have a motion to open up the public hearing scheduled for today, Tuesday, November the 18th at 6:15?
No motion, just hold it.
I'm sorry.
Trustee Daniels?
Here.
Trustee Morrow? Trustee Goddard? Present. Trustee Whitaker?
Here.
Mayor Hobbs?
Present.
Okay, so our second public hearing. Please take notice that a public hearing will be held in Village Hall, 99 James Garden Way, Hempstead, New York, on Tuesday, November 18, 2025 at 6:15 p.m. to consider adopting procedures for attendance of public hearings by video conference. The proposed local law is on file in the office of the village clerk, Village Hall, 99 James Garden Way, Hempstead, New York, where the same may be inspected during office hours. All persons interested shall have an opportunity to be heard of the proposal at the time and place aforesaid by order of the Board of Trustees of the Village of Hempstead, William Hobbs Jr. Mayor, Patricia Perez, Village Clerk.
All right, at this time, we'll hear from our chief counsel of our legal department.
Good afternoon again, everybody. Thank you, Mayor. So this public hearing is to contemplate a procedure that is being proposed pursuant to Public Officers Law, Section 103-2, subsection 2B. The Public Officers Law requires that the village adopt procedures as it relates to the trustees or mayor or anybody on the board attending a village meeting via virtually, via Zoom, Google Meets, whatever it is. And as it has happened in the past where we've had members of the board who had by necessity to attend the meeting virtually, we thought that it would be prudent to comply with this section of the code. And so the proposed procedures are, again, on file with the village clerk's office, and I'll open the floor to anybody who may have comments as it relates to that. Thank you.
Thank you. Does anyone from the board have any comments or questions concerning this proposal? Yes, sir.
Is it only the adoption of the states?
I'm sorry?
Or we can make it our own?
So we can amend it. So what we did is we amended the definition, right? So it includes extraordinary circumstances that may be unique to the village and or needs. But generally, the procedures are as the state recommended.
Okay. Any questions or concerns from our village residents? When you come up, please state your name and your address.
Good evening.
Good evening.
46 Sargent Lane, Hempstead, New York. Actually, I think this is a great idea to be able to have virtual meetings. Hopefully we'll have a big box for our assemblymen in the corners so we can see them better. I looked over the agenda this afternoon. One thing I found was, I didn't know you were doing it, but apparently this is not uncommon, and Great Neck actually has it in their code. So I think it's great. I am on the IDA board, and they do it today too. Part of the problem though is hearing people and seeing people when you're looking at home. I watched a presentation during the summer when you had some early meetings, and it was hard to hear, hard to see. So, and I don't think it's a technical problem. I think people don't speak into the microphone when they have a chance to. And I think that's part of the problem. So I think you have some technical challenges you may have to overcome. I think the procedures are going to probably be fairly easy, but it's technical. Especially if you want the residents to respond. Because we've done that in the
We just
past.
need to find funding for new microphones from their assembly person. Probably.
Right, so this proposal is for the board, right? So if any member of the board is traveling and they need to attend a meeting, so the public can always jump on Zoom and hopefully they know how to operate their equipment. But this proposal is for any member of the board to be able to not just attend the meeting, but to have a vote that counts or comment.
Right,
into
you
the
got
president.
the president of the meeting, absolutely, understood.
Okay.
And I think it's also, though, it's good for the residents to be able to see everybody from their home or traveling if they're traveling.
Right.
So there's no intent then to have it open to the general public, as if you were doing a public hearing, for example?
Well, no, then we wouldn't need the law. They have a right to attend if we're doing it via Zoom or Facebook or something
Right.
else. They just log on, so.
Right, and they can then ask the question?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's always been our practice.
Right, no, I know we've had, but there's been some technical challenges.
Yeah.
Right, note well taken. With anything as it's new, you're gonna have a little technical difficulties. And so, we'll encourage our board to speak into the mic. I doubt that I'm one of the persons that they can't hear.
I wasn't talking about anybody on.
No, just joking.
Really, the
But
resident-
again, we'll have to, make sure that we project well when we speak. And, we've updated our camera system, a cable channel, so it's just updating the equipment.
And you're gonna videotape it and have it on an archive so that people can watch it?
Yes, as always, yeah. Mhm.
Cool.
All right. Thank you. If there isn't any more questions or statements concerning this public hearing, can I get a motion to close? Move.
Second.
Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Morrow?
Yes.
Trustee Carter? Yes. Trustee Whitaker?
Yes.
Mayor Hall?
Yes. All right. That concludes our public hearing. We'll give our stenographer a chance to do the things, and our meeting starts at 6:30.
for the honorary street renaming ceremony for the Honorable Donald L. Ryan on Wednesday, December 10th at 1 p.m. at the corner of Terrace Avenue, Atlantic Avenue. All are welcome to attend as we honor his legacy and contributions to our community. Please join us for the honorary street renaming ceremony for the Honorable Donald L. Ryan on Wednesday, December 10th at 1 p.m. at the corner of Terrace Avenue, Atlantic Avenue. All are welcome to attend as we honor his legacy and contributions to our community.
All right, I would like to call to order the regular scheduled village board meeting for today, November the 18th at 6:30 p.m. Patricia, will you call the board?
Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Morrow?
Present.
Trustee Carter?
Yes.
Trustee Whitaker?
Present.
Mayor Hobbs?
Here. Can we stand for the allegiance? Trustee Assemblyman
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And before we start, just would like to offer a word of condolences to the Crawford family. Dr. Crawford is a long-time standing resident of the village of Hempstead in our school district. So we offer our words of condolences to his family. Thank you.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Third wishes to report that Mayor Hobbs and Deputy Mayor Daniels have approved Mr. Daniels' business license as reviewed. Business for report for the month of October 2025, total number of cases before the court, 6,830. Total monies committed to village controller, $519,254. Copy of this report is compiled in the village clerk's office and reviewed by the public relations department. Resolved that the recommendation of Fisher Marshall Village Attorney, the Board of Trustees hereby approves to enter into an agreement with Legal Bridge Software to provide legal case management software in the amount of $9,680.
Move.
Second. Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Morrow?
Yes.
Trustee Carter?
Yes.
Trustee Whitaker?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
Yes.
Resolved that upon recommendation of James Daniels, Deputy Mayor, the Board of Trustees hereby approves the proposal for each plan to complete a limited asbestos survey for the roof replacement on 1 Pennington Way in the amount of $5,065.
Move.
Second. Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Morrow?
Yes.
Trustee
That's
Carter?
a question. Just a question. So, this is before the work started? The work hasn't started?
For the roof, it was just for the beginning of, so in order to do the full inspection of the roof, which they not completed. If you discover asbestos, you have to deal with the asbestos that you may discover during that inspection. So this is for that.
Okay. Thank you.
So the actual bid for the roof is,
Right, yeah, I know this is not a bid for the roof, I was trying to.
should be on, really,
They
right?
should be,
Yeah.
I've gone to yet.
Okay, we can slow.
It's on its way.
It's coming.
Yes.
It's coming to Joe after.
Thank you.
Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Morrow?
Yes.
Trustee Carter?
Yes.
Trustee Whitaker?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
Yes.
Resolved that on the recommendation of Deputy Daniels, Deputy Mayor, the Board of Trustees hereby approves the proposal from H2N to prepare bid documents for the repairs to electrical services, HVAC service, and elevator service at 190 Way in the amount of $9,000.
Move.
Second. Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Burrows?
Yes.
Trustee Carter? Yes. Trustee Whitaker?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
Yes.
Resolved that after recommendation of Deputy Daniels and Premier, the Board of Trustees hereby approves the proposal from IMEG Consultants to provide standard operating procedure protocols for the Newman's Port Smith project in the amount of approximately $12,500. Move.
Second.
Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Burrows?
Yes.
Trustee Carter? Yes. Trustee Whitaker?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
Yes.
Resolved that after recommendation of Deputy Daniels and Premier, the Board of Trustees hereby approves the proposal from Olive Well Design Collective for the comprehensive review of design development phase plans and constructions of commercial park community center in part and the redevelopment of the Pool and Kennedy Memorial Park.
Move.
Second. Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Burrows?
Yes.
Trustee Carter? Yes. Trustee Whitaker?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
Yes.
Whereas the Office of the State Controller, New York State and Local Retirement System requires that the Board of Trustees review and accept calendars submitted by village board members to determine their pension fund, and be resolved that the Village of Hempstead Edition 40009 hereby establishes the extended workings for elected and appointed officials who will report the day's work to the New York State Local Employees Retirement System based on the timekeeping system record or the record of duties maintained and submitted by these officials to the mayor's office. Now therefore, the board hereby acknowledges these reviews and acceptance of the calendar submitted by Trustee Noah Burrows and authorizes the forwarding of same to the Office of the State Controller of New York State and Local Retirement System.
Question?
Yes?
Yes.
Yes?
This was presented before the board before.
It was, and it was submitted to the retirement system, but when I submitted, I left out his term. And because of that, they rejected it, so I need to put it back on instead of with the correct date on. Okay? That's fine. So now a motion, please. Second.
Second.
Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Burrows?
Staying.
Trustee Carter? Yes. Trustee Whitaker?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
No, I mean, yes.
Mayor. Resolved that upon recommendation of the mayor and Frank Geminaro, Director of Public Works, hereby approve the appointment of salary change for the position of water and sewer services trainee for the Incorporated Village of Hempstead. Ilmario Calderon Valle, part-time to full-time, DPW, water and sewer service for trainee, grade 107, new, base salary $59,831 a year upon civil service approval.
Move.
Second. Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Burrows? Trustee Carter? Yes. Trustee Whitaker?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
Yes.
Resolved that upon recommendation of Mayor and Frank Geminaro, Director of Public Works, of the Board of Trustees hereby approve the appointment of salary change for the position of labor part-time for the Village of Hempstead, Jamie Davis, retired in the building during maintenance labor part-time, with salary $16.50 an hour from civil service.
Move.
Second.
Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Burrows?
Yes.
Trustee Carter? Yes. Trustee Whitaker?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
Yes, and I'm sorry, I forgot to mention as we're getting close to the close of our business portion. If you would like to address the board, there are forms in the back. Please fill out the form and turn it into us now before we end our business portion to go into public participation. So you have an opportunity to present your forms now. Thank you.
Resolved that upon recommendation of Joe Gilbert, treasurer, only in bills created by the Board of Trustees in January, dated November 15, 2025, be approved as previously reviewed.
Move.
Second. Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Burrows?
Yes.
Trustee Carter? Yes. Trustee Whitaker?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
Yes. All right. Again, are there any forms that want to be presented? Because I do have to know, and I know some residents came in just want to give the opportunity if you want to just know. All right. Being none, can I get a motion to close?
If I may add, I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. sold out, and in between time, also want to say happy 70th birthday to Trustee Whitaker.
Happy birthday.
And he said 70. And just before we go, I don't have that information, but the village, of course, is doing its annual turkey giveaway.
Yeah, next Monday or Tuesday.
It's on the, Vanessa. What is
Turkey
the
giveaway?
Turkey giveaway is on Monday the 24th from Kennedy Park from 11 to 3. You have to sign up.
Right, repeat that date, please.
Monday the 24th, November 24th, between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. at Kennedy Memorial Park, 335 Greenwich Street.
Right. And so, of course, we encourage you to call the village, ask for Angela, because especially in this time of crazy government stuff, we just want to make sure that our residents are able to have a nice Thanksgiving. All right, let's go with that motion to close. Continue, please. Move.
Second.
Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Burrows?
Yes.
Trustee Carter? Yes. Trustee Whitaker?
Yes.
Mayor Hall?
Yes.